Hey there everyone, this is Mystic Fish, and welcome to episode 92 of our Factorio Space Age playthrough, where we're working on upgradable bases. Last episode, we got quality, what is this, metallurgic science, orange science, if you will, running here on Vulcanus, so that's all good. And we're back on Fulgora to work on the next planet here. So I've done a little bit of pre-work. As you can see, I cleaned up the rail network. Now that we're able to sort of build rails effectively over all of the oil ocean, I was able to straighten out a bunch of the rails. So that's nice. And then I set up a couple of extra things. I decided not to build them on camera because they're not as interesting. We're going to switch our mining to do the quality ore mining that we've seen before on other places. And so this is sort of same deal. And we're going to load, we're just going to load this stuff up onto trains. And as you can see, we end up with sort of like mixed, a mix of different quality types here on the belt and here. So the other thing that I set up is kind of a sorting station. So I found a sort of a chunk of island that was like big enough to align well with our rail networks. And so what we're going to do is we're going to bring that scrap, the mixed scrap, into here. Just put a balancer in, and then we've seen this sorting before. So we're going to sort out the sort of common, uncommon, etc. It looks like I need to put some radar down here actually, so we can see it. I'll do that off camera at some point. And so what is the idea here? So so this will let us get stations that have sort of pure scrap of different quality levels sort of across this. Okay, so the general idea, as we've said before, is I think what we want to do, as we've done with the other bases, is we actually want to change these stations here so that instead of common scrap, we're going to get uncommon scrap in here. This is the next thing. And then we need to fix all of eventually we'll need to fix all of these filters are filtered for common. We're going to have to filter them for uncommon, etc. We're going to have to drain all this stuff out of here. But in general, I don't think we have to change much of this base because we'll just be able to, it'll just be uncommon quality ingredients at that point that are coming out of stuff. So that is good stuff. Let's see. The one exception so there's a couple of exceptions. So one is, and this is something I didn't quite realize. I was like, oh, well, that's fine. I'll just make, quality rocket parts. I'll make quality rocket fuel, etc. Except that that's actually not how it works. So the rocket part recipe is common quality only. And so we need to continue, even though we're going to get higher quality stuff coming through most of the base, through making science and stuff like that. Instead, we're going to need to get common quality stuff here. And I think that's not too bad. Once we get through liquids, we can change this so that we melt the quality ice and just get water, which is fine. Liquids don't have quality. So that'll make light oil, that's fine too. We can get common quality solid fuel out this way. In fact, we're doing that anyway, just to take into account the extra stuff we get here. So I think we'll be able to just cut this belt here. Probably put it here, and we'll just recycle all of the quality stuff. But then we're going to need to get common quality blue chips and LDS. And so my thought for how to do that, and the reason that I'm standing over here, is that we're going to have, in order to get enough uncommon quality scrap coming through. We're going to have to, actually, we're going to end up producing a bunch of common quality scrap, right? Like, so, you know, just take a look in here. Right, I got, you know, I don't know. It's still mostly common quality scrap, so we have to get rid of it somewhere. So we're going to have to set up, and furthermore, for the higher quality scrap that we're not interested in yet, epic, rare, legendary, we need somewhere that can get rid of that stuff eventually. And so we're going to have to build stations that can take some quality of scrap and then basically just recycle it into nothing, so that we can just get the quality level we're interested here. Our mall is currently based on sort of common materials. And so I think that's okay. I think we may have to like go, well, we'll have to see. But anyway, my thought is one of the common quality recycling stations can come here. And then we can get a hold of the sort of common quality stuff we need to power the mall and or in the rocket parts. So so that's what we're going to work on here today. So what is this going to look like? And first off, how much do we need? So one thing to note, if we look at our bonuses, our scrap recycling productivity bonus is 100%, which means that before, when we were needing 12 yellow belts in of scrap, we're only going to need 6 now to do the same amount. And so we'll have to do the math to figure out how many mining stations we need. But and in fact, that's why this rail takes like a little jog around this island here, because it's like, well, that's, you know, there's some of these guys that have like a fair amount of scrap to them. And so I think I'm going to end up wanting to tap all of those and for mixed mining. And then the existing scrap, once we get ourselves going, I think we'll convert this to mixed scrap mining, or quality scrap mining, and this one too. So all right, so we got our work cut out for us, but I think the first thing is to design sort of a like recycle everything into nothing kind of thing. So so we said that we worked out that 6 recyclers is sufficient to recycle 1 yellow belt of scrap coming in. That should fill about 2/3 of a belt, except that because we've got the extra scrap productivity, it's going to fill 4/3 of a belt. We're going to continue researching productivity levels for scrap. So I think that means that for every yellow belt coming in, we're going to produce 2 yellow belts of scrap coming out. So so let's see what that's going to look like. So I think I want like this kind of stuff. And we do want to upgrade these because we are going to upgrade these to go faster and have yellow belts and stuff like that. So let's see. I'm going to turn my roboports off, my personal roboport off for the moment so I can design this stuff. Okay, I want to get... I think I need to get these out of the way. I think I need to like redo all the belts. Not this. I need to get rid of this. Okay. So coming out of here, and I think I want to flip these. What do we want? I think we want... We'll have the output on this side. And then we can... take advantage of sort of the recycler's output here. Like so we can output on both sides of the belt. Good. I'm going to get rid of... I'm going to just like redo this. Okay. And then we want the same thing, I think, up here. Except that we need someplace for this to go. And I think this one let's see. We're going to have this row of scrap coming in like this. And then I think if I do that, I can get this guy out here this way. Okay. Can I get rid of these? Oh, yeah. Okay, good. All right, and then that gets me my 2 lanes of scrap out. Okay, then I need to put power and lights in here, I guess. It would be nice. We'll put them so they're relatively symmetric. I need lights. Okay, I think that's what we want. Okay, so let's grab this. Let's cut this. And where can this go? This can go up here. I guess I need a little more. Okay, that gets rid of a... Did that put like a little foundation guy under there? It did. I don't quite want to do that. How about there? Okay. All right, so then the question is, can I get 4 of these in here? I think I need to leave a little room. Oh, I didn't even get them all in here. What did I do? Okay. What is that from? I don't know what that's from. Okay. Does this look good? This looks good, and that gives me my scraps, my 2 scraps out for my, or my 2 recyclable products out for my scrap in. Okay. So now I want to copy this because I need 4 of these. And I think I need a little bit of room between them because I need to be able to get new scrap in and while getting the scrap products out. And actually, I think I want to reverse all this actually. I think I want to go this way, so that I can do a little bit better at belt weaving. Can they get this close and can I still get it out? That's a good question. This scrap ends here. I can, because I can do this. But I can't get the new scrap in this way. I would like to get the new scrap in that way. But, okay, but I have 3 belt spaces, so I think this is okay. All right, this gets all scrap out this way, and then I just have to figure out how to get the new scrap in over here, which is fine. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this and flip it. Where's this go? Here. Okay, yeah, okay, this works, because I can get, oh right, this is output over here. Okay, good, I can trim this. All right, I think this will work. I can do all of the belt weaving stuff I need to do here. And then I can do this. And it all fits. Okay, good, I like that. Then we need to sort a little bit of stuff here. And so, oh, I guess here's the other thing, right? The other thing is that we're gonna have to change is this guy right here. Because we need to make quality holmium plates, but because they only have liquid inputs to this. We can't just upgrade it in place per se. We're going to have to do something where we put quality modules in this and then do upcycling, I think, on the plates. It's sort of like very similar to what we did with sulfur here. We're going to have to do something similar to this, where we use quality to produce some stuff, and then, you know, we try to upcycle to get as much of the target quality as we want, and then we get rid of anything that's sort of too high quality. So we'll have to do this for holmium plates as well. I think that means that we want to do a couple of things coming out of here. I think we want, well, first off, we know that we need to save off the blue chips and the LES. We know we need to do that anyway, so that we can eventually get it over to the, what do you call it? The rockets, to make rocket parts. Okay, so I think we want, and then what else do we want to save? I think we also want to try to produce, we may as well try to produce water from the ice, and we may as well try to produce holmium solution as well, that we can connect to the other base. That's one of the things that sort of like drives how much scrap we need, actually. It's like the limiting ingredient in the science is actually the holmium. The only thing you can do with holmium ore is turning it into solution, and so there's actually an interesting possibility that what we want to do is actually, at all of these places where we're recycling extra stuff, we actually just want to produce, like, in most cases, we want to just get rid of everything except what we need to extract as much holmium solution out as we can. And then maybe we even make like fluid wagons. And so what I'm thinking is that we don't quite have enough room to do the quality stuff, and it's going to need to get bigger as we get into legendary quality and things like that. And so my current thinking is the quality holmium plate stuff is going to happen over here. And so maybe we ship in, I mean, right now we don't have to do it, but maybe we ship in holmium solution in fluid wagons. And then we get to take advantage of most of the scrap that we're recycling here. So that might help us, like, with the scaling, actually. I have not done the math on that because it sort of has just occurred to me now. But okay, so we're going to look at that later. For sure, we know that we want to produce as much holmium solution as we can over here, and then, you know, we'll figure out what to do with it after that, because we'll just recycle the rest. Okay, so we do need some of these filters. So we need something that's like this. No, that's not what we want. I want, because there's only one belt worth of, there will only be one belt worth of. All right, I need something that has like a clear, I guess something like this is okay. I don't know, we'll modify this. Okay, flip this, put this here. Whoa, what is this? This is not what I want at all. I want that. I need that kind of filter. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of this. And we're gonna get rid of this. Okay, good. So we're gonna have 8 belts out here. And we need the blue chips and the LDS and, I guess, stone and holmium ore. Those are the only things we really need to extract here. So we have 8 belts, and sorry, there's in fact only 1 belt output worth out of these 8 belts of each of those materials. So okay, I guess I can go up pretty far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I want that. This, though, we want to make into an any filter. And then we can get these pretty close, right? So that's 2, 4, 8. Okay, that filters those guys. Then we can copy this. And get these things out. These will be the blue chips specifically. Well, let's see. Maybe I don't want to do this yet because let's get now, I think we want one of our buffers. And in fact, I think because these only have outputs, I think we can even just like stick it here. And this is going to be, I guess, common quality LDS. I guess that's fine. Okay, so then I want to copy this whole thing. And I guess I can put the next one here. Except, all right, I want to do the buffers second. Because those are easier to paste. Okay, but we need the blue chips out. We need... I guess we want ice as well, because we will want to make water. We are also going to need wow, I can't even see what I'm doing. Give me this thing. Thank you. Wow, this stuff is just like in my way. Do I want to start building this stuff? I guess I can. I'm gonna turn my robots back on. I'm like, I need them to clear stuff out for me. And then we need some like lightning production up in here. Okay, these guys. Nope, not those guys. These guys. Fine. I guess we have some native lightning stuff down in here as well. Okay, fine. We'll go get the stuff we need for other stuff later. Okay, that was ice. We also need stone. Any stone. We also need any holmium ore. Okay, good. I guess I needed to force paste those. All right, and I think that's all we have to get out of here. Wow, this stuff did not. Or is that right? We need. Oh, this is ice. I didn't get all the ice set here. Okay, that's ice. Good. I think that's everything we need. To let us make holmium solution, we need water, holmium ore, and stone. These we need, at least out of this one, we need these for the rocket parts. And then I think that's good. Okay, so then let's get buffers for just for these. Where's my buffer thing? This thing. Okay. You are going to be common blue chips in this case. You are going to be common ice. You are going to be common stone. And you are going to be common holmium. Okay, good. Excellent. Okay, I think that covers that. So then what comes out of here? I guess, by the way, we want to slide this stuff so that we actually connect all the belts. Okay, good. Looks like we need more of this stuff. Fine. Cool. All right, so that sorts all that stuff. So then, and is there anything to do? There's nothing to do here with these. These we just like pass fully along. We do need to make water, which I think is, actually, I guess we know, we just know, I guess we know what this is going to have to look like, right? I think it's just a single chem plant. Where are my chem plants? Do I not have chem plants here? I must have chem plants. Maybe I'm not carrying chem plants. Oh, I'm not. All right, I need to add that to my list of equipment. So then we'll just go map mode right now while we're designing. And that's that guy. And I think, you know what? Is this what we want? I guess this is, well, I think this is not, actually these filters I think are wrong. I think these filters are wrong. This is not quite what we want to do. Let's take this stuff out for a second. And let's take this out. All right, let's look at this stuff. So this is not quite what we want to do. What we want to do is this. We want to say output priority left, and then try to get LES out of there. But then otherwise, the rest of the LES gets passed through. And I think that's actually okay. And that's actually it, because that's everything else gets passed through. Okay, so that's what this is going to look like. And I guess we can get these guys pretty close. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good. Then buffer. Which I think can still go there. Okay, and then this is going to be, in this case, it's going to be common quality. LDS. Good. And then I think we can move these guys. So they're out one. And then this should line up. Okay, except it's easier to do the buffers after. Oh, in fact, it can actually get closer, because then we can share the power poles on the buffer. Get this stuff out. So if I do this, can I get another one of these right here? No, not quite. That's too close. Okay, so I need to... Oh, and this is not lined up. I didn't copy everything. I didn't get these back guys here. Okay. There. And I think that works. Right, if we copy this, does that? Yeah, the power poles line up if I do that. Okay, good. All right, this is what we want. Because that way, anything that we're not using gets sent on to be recycled into oblivion. Good. So this will be this stuff. Then we need... What were the other things we needed? We wanted ice. And then we wanted holmium and stone, right? Stone. And maybe I don't even need the buffers here. I don't know. I think it would be nice to have the buffers. And then holmium ore. Okay, good. Oh wait, where is it? Here it is. Okay, great. Then let's get our buffer. So you'll go there for normal blue chips, and you'll go there for ice, and there for stone, and there for holmium. Okay, excellent. Okay, now I can proceed to make the water. Good. So I think we don't even have to circuit network control this stuff anymore, because it's just going to be like whatever shows up here, we gotta process it. So we'll have to figure out what we want to use for making sure that we back stuff up. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. Okay, but I need a chem plant. And I guess I could just do that. And you're going to melt ice like that. This is the ice stuff, so this is just going to do this. And that gives us water. And then how much do we need to make holmium solution here in terms of chem plants? Looks like we need 3. So we can do that. 1, 2. 1, 2. So we can just do this. These will make holmium solution. We'll get the inputs through here. This stuff is like very in my way. 2. Okay, perfect. We'll get this stuff out here. I guess you can get a little closer. Good. Then we need to get water in here. We need inputs in here. This wants to get at least a little bit of productivity stuff. Like this. All right, and then we just put these two things together. Like that. Cool. And then the rest just gets recycled into oblivion. Now, I did do the math on this, and 12 recyclers is enough to recycle one of these belts into oblivion. But I think we have to like do it right. So let me get some of this. Let's see what this is going to look like. I want one of these. 1, 2. So I think it'll look like this. 1, 2. Okay. And then we need to get 12 of these. So 2, 3, 6, 12. Okay. All right, so what is this going to look like? This is going to look like we're going to bring... Well, we're not going to do that. All right, I need to just like stick some lightning stuff down so that stuff stops blinking at me. Okay, good. So these are going to come through, and I think the trick here is we want the stuff that is slow to recycle or produces a lot of stuff to go sort of at the end. Where's my math here? And so this is, what is this? Right, here it is. Okay, so the things that are super slow to recycle are batteries, blue circuits, LDS, and red circuits. Those are the slowest, sort of the slowest things. Also, the blue circuits and LES produce a bunch of stuff, so I think this is what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do this. We also wanna produce outputs like this. Okay. All right, good. So that gets outputs on both sides of the belts. But I think what we want to do is, and let's see, I think I need to reserve, it looks like 2 recyclers for concrete, 1 for batteries, 1 for blue circuits, 1 for LDS, and 1 for red circuits. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I think for half of them, what we're going to do is we're going to use filters, and we're going to up front we're going to say don't do the ones that are like slow up front. Because that will A, let us do things that are faster, and B, remove stuff from the belt. And I think if we do that in this order, there'll be enough room on the belt for all the products. So I'm actually going to flip this to a blacklist. And batteries are the other slow one. Okay, and then I'm going to blacklist that. And I think I want to do this on the first 6. That still lets the last 6 do this stuff. And then I think if I do that, I can loop this around successfully. Input priority right, and so then the regular priority comes in here. Okay, now let me slide this one out. Let me slide this one out. Then we can do this with lights. Okay, all right, so this I think recycles everything into oblivion, which is what we want. The question is whether we I guess we also maybe want to do, I think we also want to do something here. Because we may need, what are the other, all right, so we are making buffer chests available of this stuff. I think that's fine. And so what are the things that we can only get from recycling products? Iron ore, I don't think we need it. Stone bricks, I guess we do need, because, well, no, we have plenty of sources of concrete. So we have plenty of concrete. So I don't think we need the stone bricks for anything else. But I guess we could always add that here if we wanted to. Okay, I guess we want something for iron plates. And copper plates and green circuits. Are those all the downstream things that, where's my notes? Iron plates, we said we don't care about stone bricks or iron or copper plates. Oh, plastic is the other one. Okay. So the idea is that some of those products will get a chance to come back around where we can store them into chests. Here, and then, but actually we don't need to do this yet. So I haven't set these up yet. Okay. All right. So then I think I just need 8 of these. And so let's see if we can get these to fit here. 1. Nope. 2. 4. This goes partially onto the, I guess this would fit over here if I put it there. All right, so let's pick this all up. And we'll just put it over here because it does fit over here. Do I care about that? I guess this will make it easier to copy out of here as well. Does it even fit all here? I guess it does. Do I care about doing this? No, I have foundation. I'm just going to do this closer. Not like run all these belts. All right, so I guess I can use a little less foundation if I go north a little bit. and maybe over to here. So I need belt weaving space. So I need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that I think is what I want. And then, all right, we just need to make some of this stuff available on one of these, is I think going to be sufficient. So we're gonna set this to be, what do we say, iron plates. We also need copper plates. We also need green circuits. We also need plastic. And there was obviously one more that I'm now forgetting. If I move this over here, I can refer to it better. Copper plates, green circuits, plastic, iron plates. I guess that's it. And then we won't really need these on the other versions of this, I don't think. So here, I think we want to do this only if iron plates less than 1,000. Only if copper plates less than 1,000. Guess we want 2,000 of these. And then 1,000 of this. Okay, that gets all of that stuff. Okay, good. So this guy's gonna go this way. And is there any stuff that we want to grab off of here? I guess we could save gears. It's not really what I wanted to do. Fine, I'll update these. Okay, so that'll be gears. We don't need solid fuel for anything. Concrete, we should save some. Stone, we don't need to save. Steel, we should save some. And copper cable and red circuits. And everything else we're saving other places, okay? So what do we say? This was going to be gears. Okay, good. We can just set these all at the same time. Oh, but I need to filter this stuff. Okay, let's see. Right, so you need to be that stuff. You need to be that stuff. You need to be this stuff. You need to be this stuff. And this is primarily like mall stuff here. So you'll get gears. I guess we need sticks. Oh, but we can make those in the mall. That's fine. Okay, what else do we want to save here? Some concrete. Okay. These are going to save steel. That makes this need to be steel. Then copper cable. Which is here. And I guess this stacks a little higher so we can save a little more, which means you want to also be copper cable. And then the last thing was red circuits. Red circuits, and this could be 2000. And then this will be red circuits. Okay, good. All right, so that should retain everything that we need to retain, and then everything else gets recycled. And we have a shot to like grab stuff that are sort of higher order recycling products. That didn't go the right way. Okay. And this one. All right, so we've got like slightly bigger buffers of the stuff we need for outputs here. Oh, but we didn't quite finish hooking this up, right? Okay. Perfect. Then we need to wire, I guess we need to belt this stuff. You're going to come in this way. Let's see, you need to come down here, and I think you have to come in this way. Okay. Okay, good. That gets all of those in, and we need to get the outputs out. So that's one of them. That's the next one. Okay. Okay, 1, 2. Nope, didn't quite get it right. Like this. Ooh, am I gonna have enough room to do this? I don't know. Take this off. Let's run the correct direction. And then the last two. And these need to go here. There we go. Okay. Great. I think this wires everything up we need to wire up, although I did not actually want to do all of this foundation work. No place to put all this crap. Fine. Why don't I put it in here? Okay. I think I want the bots to build all this stuff. I have this disconnected so we don't get any trains in yet. Because we also... what did I also made a version of the diagonal roboports let's take a look at this. That adds lightning collectors. And so this way, I think we can bridge the gap here by doing something like this. We just need to make sure that we can see that row port up there, which that will let us do it. And then, where's those? I'm not going to need these right now. Let's put these back on. Okay, and then I want to do this, and this, and this. Maybe also this. I just want to be able to get at, if we get roboport coverage up in this area. Okay, and then I also have one of these. Nope, this one. And then an orthogonal one here. And then a diagonal one here. And then I think we're orthogonal across the top. All right, let's see how that works. I think we have enough foundation to do all this stuff. I need to go refill my stuff for logistics anyway. So, okay, we're gonna build this. And then I'm also going to find places to do this for the other higher qualities, but with the exception that we won't need to do these for the higher qualities, because those are mostly just about produce some holmium ore and get rid of it. Or, you know, produce some water and then consume the stone and holmium to make holmium solution. And we'll feed that back to the main base. Is I think what we want to do. And then I think this will let us, we have some guys that are flying a little off out in the open here. Oh, that's because that's this one and this one. And this one. Can we build those? It looks like I need one more. Oh no, maybe not. I guess I do want to make sure this connects. Where's our lightning production? And they're kind of flying, they're kind of like out in the open over here too. So maybe we just go a little wider. One more, maybe there. Then that gets lightning collectors everywhere out that they're gonna fly. All right, everybody else connected to mainland stuff? I think so. You'll be connected there. Okay. I think this is fine. So the question is, feels like we need a roboport up in this area, maybe. Yeah. So let's just grab this. I guess we'll just stick it there. I mostly just want to make sure we've got construction coverage. I think all of these things, you know, they connect logistically. Or they will. This also lets us draw power. out to here, which is maybe a good idea. Although, as long as we pick big enough islands, I don't think we actually need... I think we could probably have each of these... I mean, it's convenient here, and we do want Roboport coverage because we do need to fly some of this stuff back for the mall. But in the other cases, I think we can produce power locally because we're just beyond the holmium solution, which we can pipe out on another train. Because I think we'll do the holmium stuff here. But I want to make sure I can like recycle all the stuff that needs to be recycled first. How are we doing here? Do we have... There's like no protection in the middle here. All right, we can kind of fix that. You ought to be able to reach one of these. Okay, that's fine. That will address the hole in the coverage. Just want to make sure that bots that are flying between these islands are safe. Okay, it looks like... Is there no power? There's electricity here. Oh, I actually need to like... I actually need to like get power over here. That's funny. I guess it's just easiest to do this. Oh, and you do need to have... Just do that. And maybe a substation. Okay, good. That should power all that stuff. This stuff is not powered, nor is it lightning protected. This stuff down here is not powered. Okay. Oh, some of this needs lightning protection. You're charging. Oh, but you don't have power. So I didn't actually connect the power. Okay. Okay, is this almost ready to go? It might be. And I guess we'll need a Roboport for these buffers here. Like this. Okay, you will have power once we get there. You need power. And then... Okay, and then we're actually just going to put these two together. Whoa. And I guess we're just going to like foundation our way over here. With this stuff. Now I think we can delete that. I mean, I guess I can save on a little foundation if I just come this way. This is a very roundabout way to go just to get some rocket part stuff. But I guess that's okay. And then down here. Where does this want to come in? Actually, right here. I need to go down a little further so I don't have to like, those undergrounds look a little ugly to me. Okay, and then that should give us those. Okay, good. This is all built. So like I said, I'm gonna build versions of this that I think don't include these and just include these. For the other higher quality ones we need to get rid of. I'll have to like find a couple other big islands to do that on, like maybe this one, maybe this one. What do I need? I need like 3 more quality levels to like just recycle stuff into nothing. And then we need to do a little math to see how many of these we actually need to put together. So I'm gonna go off camera and set that all up, and then we will be back. Okay, we are back, and that was a lot of off-camera work there. As you can see, I have been busy building out the rail network and making copies of this, like recycle everything into nothing base. So I did a little bit of work, and I think since we'll be able to bring holmium solution in from sort of any of these bases, since it's all equivalent, the liquid is all equivalent quality, then we can really get away with having three yellow belts worth of uncommon scrap to power the science. There's a little more build out we'll have to do, but I think we're going to cover that next episode. And so by my calculations, to get 3 yellow belts of uncommon ore, then we basically need to get approximately 32 total yellow belts of worth of sort of mined scrap. And so that means that we're going to have to potentially dispose of 32 yellow belts of common scrap. So I have made 8 copies of this thing. So this is pretty much what we've already seen as before. We're only grabbing what we need for holmium solution. Everything else is getting recycled away. I have here a train station where we can load up holmium solution if we want to. And then otherwise we'll be dropping scrap off here. So I've got 1, 2, 3. Our original one here is 4. Then we have 5, 6, 7. Did I not make 8 of these? I thought I made 8 of these. 8. Right there, 8. And so, we also have one for Epic. Oh, what's going on there? Why is that deleted? I don't know why that's deleted, but it shouldn't be. And then, obviously, we also have, all right, I guess this is rare. This stuff is rare. This stuff is the Epic to be recycled away, and this is the Legendary to be recycled away. So I think, on the other hand, in order to get 32 yellow belts of just mixed scrap is the same as 8 green belts worth of scrap. And so we've got 4 here, and actually we have enough miners in here now that with the new mining productivity we can upgrade these to green belts, slap some quality modules in them and be good to go here. What do we need? What do we still need to do next time? I think next time we need to do the holmium plate build here. The other thing that we need to do is I need to get like 3 chem plants worth of battery manufacturing, which I think if we take this one out here, because we're gonna do the holmium plate stuff over here, and so I think if we take this out, we can build the batteries right here. Maybe we have to come down in here, but that's pretty much what foundation is for, and we can figure out how to get. I mean, sulfuric acid, where the heck even is sulfuric acid? I don't even know. It's like way over here somewhere. Yeah, here's some. So I don't know. We have to figure out how to get sulfuric acid over here, and then make some batteries. That's a problem for future mixed stick fish, obviously. So we'll do that. We'll do the holmium plate. Once we route the holmium plate back in, I think we'll be in good shape. But then we have to drain this whole thing, which I guess it's all kind of hooked up to. It's all kind of hooked up to recyclers, right? So we should be able to cut off the new incoming scrap. I didn't want to do that until we had everything built, just because I'm still making heavy use of the mall here, and so we'll proceed apace. But I think this is I think Fulgora Uncommon Science is a multi-episode deal here, but I think we got the tedious part out of the way. Well, at least it was tedious for me. I did it off camera, so it wasn't tedious for you, hopefully. But that's what we have for today. So as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. And until then, bye.